Congrats@seretuscumbia, you got the first.
Okay, now maybe you can hear me? Anyway, sorry, my mic wasn't picking me up. Hey Dura, welcome in. Sorry I didn't greet you properly earlier. Hope you're doing okay. Hanging in there. Thank you for confirming, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, nothing's gonna happen overnight, and knowing that and being accepting of that helps a lot. Oh, hey, Mike. How you doing? Eating Borgor. Ooh, what kind of Borgor? Did you make it, or did you get it from somewhere? You don't have to answer that if you don't want to, of course. Made it? Excellent. Double cheese. Oh. Protein bars are still good, Dura. Love protein bars. Cliff bar is always a good like snack. Okay. So it's probably good to get a little bit started and get like a basic rundown tonight. Placing your meals for your diet at the current moment. Okay, I mean, don't stress your body too much, Dura. Obviously, if you cut out too many calories, that's just kind of productive for like some diet sometimes. So just be careful and take care of yourself. Breakfast, eat what you want. Okay, that helps. So tonight we're gonna be looking at another quasi-sponsored game. I got a key for this game called Neversynth. It's a racing rhythm game, a la sort of like audio surf, but it has a motif and a styling that's very 80s synth. So you get like wireframe mountains and like retro sun effects. So it's very close to the theming of my channel, so definitely caught my attention. And one of the things that sort of stuck out to me as well is that you could play your own music, so you don't have to worry about like DMCA as much, or and you can like play the tracks you want. Yes, true. I have no rhythm mic, you're right, but we'll still soldier on. Delta Rings of Saturn's demo. I'll take a look at that. Can you do an explanation suggest, I think is the command, and pop that in, Dura? It'll store it in Discord for me. Yeah, either remind me or suggest as the command, and then write whatever you want afterwards, and it'll save it in Discord on your behalf. Thank you, Dura. I appreciate it. And so for tonight, we'll be playing Neversynth. And since I have as the bot brought about. I do have quite a bit of music got from Epidemic that's currently playing, so playing some tracks on that. And since it's like a sort of a synth motif, so I'm thinking some house beat kind of music, you know, trance, greater mega genre of things would be fun to play. I did play one track just to sort of make sure it worked and didn't blue screen or anything. Seems okay. We'll go through a few rounds and you know, do my normal spiel of like critique and stuff and whatnot. So should be fun. Oh, another item of business before I forget. I just realized today actually. Relevance to Discord. They rolled out the forums feature to more servers, so now we can create forums channels which are automatically subcategories and have threads and everything. So if you have any ideas of what would be a good forum channel, or if you want to replace a current text channel with a forum channel, definitely do let me know in the suggestions chat. All inputs welcome, of course, and we'll be weighed in. Yeah, I thought it'd be kind of neat. I've seen some other servers using it for like more like perma-threaded conversations, which is kind of cool. Anywho, I'm rambling. Let's get into some neversynth and give it a shot. Should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. And it just came out Wednesday, so it's a brand new title. Definitely, you know, has a lot of potential to grow and evolve. Neversynth. So I'm gonna turn down the audio a little bit. It's a little loud for me. Yeah, like the only music that comes with the game is like the main menu. The rest is all your own provided music. So it'd be fun to give it a shot and sort of play along and yeah. So as you see, I did one race and got 2,700. Yeah, it's a pretty okay. I don't have any. Oh, it's 10 grand. Okay, so still more skyscrapers, but can I buy a car? No, these are all really expensive. Okay, that's fine. Cool. Load from PC. Pick a random song. This one, why not? Okay, the audio is still kind of loud. Let's drag this down a bit. Oh yeah, you're 100% right, Mike. Okay. Save. Huh. So it wasn't this loud when I was playing earlier. I was also doing a different song. So let's see if I can do this on the Windows side of things. Yeah, and maybe the in-game sliders don't quite work. Is this a little more tolerable? So yeah, the basic premise, you collect the pink beats off your music and you dodge the yellow bars. And that's it. It's not super complicated. It's sort of like mono from back in the audio surf days. Love mono. And that's basically it. It's your own music. You have custom cars, you have different maps. And I love this aesthetic, obviously. This is very me, you know? This very 80s synth, like, retro look. I love it. Super good. So yeah, it's a pretty chill, relaxed game. Play what you want, and not a whole lot else. Like, I hope that over time evolves, they can patch in like more modes and more complexity like they did, like AudioSurf did over time. Yes. From what I've read, each track is generated based on the song. But there's no like physical shape changes like there is with AudioSurf. I'm gonna make a lot of comparisons to that game, so I think it's the closest one I'm familiar with. It's just like the beats are supposedly like the pink blocks. Yeah, I think there's a lot of influence from AudioSurf in this, and that's not a bad thing. Like, AudioSurf is a great game in my opinion. Cool, another $2,000, not bad. My cursor. Cool. It'd be nice if like the main menu music was also playing in this menu. Can't really buy another map quite yet. I guess you have to grind up money for a while, which isn't too bad. Let's try and pick a longer song to get more money that way, maybe. Length, descending. That's a nice 7-minute long song. So I like the art style quite a bit. It definitely is succinct, clear, definitely in my vibe. Super good. Some initial critiques. The car is very static. Like there's no sense of like actually being on the road and stuff, like hovering over it. That's hard to explain. It doesn't feel like it's actually being driven. It's more like perfectly still in one lane. So maybe a little more animation on that. Like in AudioSurf, when you had your little ship, you had like this like pulsating effect coming out the back to sort of give you an idea of thrust, right? You don't have to use that. I'm sorry. So the music track makes the map, but like bass hits or BPM doesn't seem to sync the stuff you collect or dodge. It's probably not super perfect quite yet. Let me check the Steam store page real quick. Yeah, it's supposed to be beats to some degree, but I don't know how super succinct it is. Oh yeah, I want to make sure I understand what it is. Good or bad, I want to communicate it clearly. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, the car is not super dynamic right now, so maybe some tweaks there to make it look a little more alive would be kind of cool. Perhaps another pass in the algorithm that generates the tracks could be good to better capture the influence of the soundtrack on the map, if there is, how much there is of it. It's not super clear. I agree, Mike. So at least with some songs, it's not super clear, I should say. And making that more obvious, I think, would be kind of cool. Another critique I was thinking about when I was first trying this out earlier, there's really no audio-visual feedback of picking up an item, like a small breaking sound, or like it, breaking into pieces and flying over the car. Anything like at all. Like you collect it, but you don't really feel it. So something like that I think would help, just to polish it a little bit. And then like, I love the scenery in the background and the mountains and whatnot. Super cool. Zero complaints there. But the road is very flat. And I could definitely see like some maps being that, and that's totally fine. But I hope that other maps, when you unlock them, and hopefully you can unlock them a little quicker, have a little more variation of height and like, swerving left and right, so it feels a little more interesting, captures the player attention a little bit more. Yeah, I don't know. What's one other thing that could be kind of improved? I don't know how you would do it, but like AudioSurf has like this feature of like high scores per song. It wasn't super great system as it was implemented, because like you can basically change the metadata of any like super long song on a different song. So I don't know how you do that and keep it like fair, because like it wasn't an AudioSurf, but it'd be kind of nice to see high scores against your friends. I don't know. It's a thought. It's not really well formed. Yeah, difficulty slider was a really good point, Mike. Yeah, like in AudioSurf, you had different like modes that had different difficulty across them. But however you want to implement this game is whatever. But more variation in general, I think, to the player's discretion would be kind of cool. Yeah. Like another point I have, when you run into these dodge points, the only thing you get is your music volume dips for a bit. That's your feedback, and I think it's not bad, but I think there should be more. Like some impact sounds, maybe some visual effects. It doesn't have to be super ornate, just something to give the player, again, feedback of what's happening. Yeah. There we go. You should have it sound like you said, but a good way to do it to add beats to the song playing. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be really cool. To actually hear the beats of like collecting items on top of the normal music, and if it complemented them well, that'd be super cool. But I definitely want to get to like another map just to see if the terrain variations, appreciable. Yeah. Record scratch, like most games, would be used when you crash or something. That would definitely work. I know, like on some modes of AudioSurf, it just gives like a pretty simplistic, like generic impact sound. So it depends like how much kind of chill and vibe you want on it, but anything really, like just something more than the audio drip, the current music dipping down, would be a huge improvement. What else? Okay. This actually reminds me of a good point. Again, I'm going to make a lot of comparisons to Audio Surf because it's the closest game I'm familiar with for it. But in Audio Surf, you can actually see the end in the track, and you can sort of gauge how close you are to the end by this bit like flower complex kind of thing at the end. Something similar would be kind of nice. Now you're seeing like these things coming from the quote song that's not playing, and sort of doesn't make sense. So more of like a visual, clear, end to each run would be kind of nice. And a mini map. I don't know how many people like saw or noticed that there's like a mini map in one of the corners in Audio Surf, so you can see like your general progression to the song. Something along those lines would be kind of cool. I think I may have enough to buy a new map. Yeah, Palm Coast. Let's buy this. Go with our broke ass shit car. Our basic starting car. And load another song. Let's try this one. I do like the tree edition. That adds a lot. Holy crap, I didn't realize how much that would add to the feel. The track being flat still kind of not great. That does a lot more than I was expecting. So maybe in the skyscrapers map, like light posts will help give like the feel of motion a better clear like translation. Yeah. Definitely like side decorations to give like more feedback to the peripheral of like you're actually moving would be a good improvement across the board. Like these palm trees are great, but maybe if they're like a little more like not a pair of two on a regular interval coming back, a little more organically placed, I guess would be the word, or maybe based on the song. That'd be kind of cool. I will say like the reflection effect in the road, perfect. Don't do a thing with it. I love it. Really like it reemphasizes the theming and the style. It's beautiful. I love it. The bloom looks great. I turned down the motion blur because who likes motion blur, but yeah, that looks. Yeah, the visuals are amazing, right, Mike? They are. It's truly beautiful. I think there's a lot to work with here. Like I said, this is all like sort of minor critique of what I would do if I was in the game design seat of this game to really take it to the next level. Hey Ducky, how you doing? Welcome in. Yeah, I agree, Mike. Like, it should be clearer how much like the song is influencing the map, and it's not quite clear how much it is doing. That's if you're gonna be like importing songs to influence your game, like runtime and whatnot, it really needs to be thematically centered, front and center kind of thing. Oh yeah, like a BPM meter, that'd be kind of cool. Oh, Beat Saber, like Guitar Hero, all have like score multipliers. So if you keep hitting things in a row, you get more points as you go along. That'd be a nice feature. Gives an incentive to hit every single one in a row and not miss one. That'd be a nice improvement. That would be exactly one for one that feature, but something along those lines that like getting chains is rewarding. I really like the aesthetic though. Like that is super good. Yes, Doug, you buy access to other maps and cars. That's sort of like the progression of the game as you unlock stuff is through money. One positive note, the controls, rock solid. Like it's responsive, it's clear when you're in which lane. There's like no delay, like no buffering kind of bullshit. Controls are solid. The visual feedback of them can be a little bit better, but like the actual implementation is solid. Wouldn't change a thing. I love it. We'll see when next time we go to the map, Ducky. There's like a cop car, there's like a Ferrari looking car. But yeah, the music's pretty good. Epidemic does a great job with their music. Great selection. I don't know yet, Mike. I think some other mechanics like different colors. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Like on the shoulder, if there was like more mechanics, or like there's a whole ton of things like Audio Surf did that would be cool and beneficial. But to answer Ducky's question about the other things. So you can make money and get other maps. So we start off with skyscrapers. We unlock Palm Coast, which it's kind of pretty good. I think the other ones would also be really good. I like them all. I love the visual style. And then over here, you can choose which car you run with. You get this starter car is all we have right now. But you get like this car, and then like this Jeep looking thing, this sort of classic muscle car, cop car, and then there's like a Ferrari kind of ish car. Or like a Lamborghini. No, it was more of a Ferrari. And that's all the cars they have so far. Yeah, side beats, combos, power-ups would be kind of cool. Like like abilities pickups you can do. Some modes of Audio Surf had that, so that'd be kind of a thing to look at. Let's do Fear. Okay, that's a minor thing that they could probably fix. If you look straight down the road, you can see something flickering in and out at the end of the road. I don't know what it is, but it's very visually distracting. And hopefully they can think about tuning that out a little bit. Ferraris is known more for his black themed cars, while Ferrari's signature theme is red usually. True, but you can get most of those cars in any color you want. Like I've seen plenty of Lamborghinis that are orange, for example, or chrome, and like plenty of blue Ferraris. I was mostly basing it off of like the rear light array has certain like brand patterns. It's not a perfect system, but that's just like why I usually try to rule of thumb things on it. Exactly. Like you need like player feedback, right, Mike? Like if you're doing something, you're getting a pickup, you're getting score. You want to feel it, you want to hear it, you want to see it beyond just your score ticking up in the upper right corner. You got to see effects. It doesn't have to be super spectacular. It could be pretty muted, but it has to be there, and it's not here. So I think that would be a really big addition to the gameplay. And also a little more feedback for when you hit the dodge beams. Be super good improvement. I think those are like the easiest wins you could do. Fixing the flickering down the road would be an easy win, hopefully. Yeah. Initial D, that's a good call, Mike. What's that black circle on the left there? Not on the right. Interesting. I don't know if that's supposed to be there. Cool. I got some core crunches from Dur I need to do real quick. Correct, Ducky. Yeah, it's I think it's trying to make the road look wet, and you see a reflection of the sun in it as it's setting, and you're driving into it. You know, driving towards the sun rather. So I have to do one more song, I think, to get enough for the next car, which is 10 grand. The grinding's a little much for my taste, but I don't know what the game designer has in their head. How much is appropriate? Let me check something real quick. Yeah, a little bit of performance hitching. I just wanted to see if Task Manager can help me at all. No, alright. Nothing really stands out as being hit super hard. Okay, that's fine. Counter merge of piano tires and Sim Tycoon grinding. I guess. Not sure I fully follow what piano tiles is. Ah. Hey Cybrick, welcome in, how you doing? Hope you had a good Friday. That's a cute kitty. I'm glad. I'm glad you like the music, Ducky. I do want to try out one of the different cars, and then maybe soon after that, depending on how we feel, maybe we'll do some gameplay with audio so to compare and contrast. A game that's pretty similar in design, but more mature in features. I think that'd be a fun exercise. I'll have to do a little work to get it set up on OBS because I wasn't planning on that, but I think it'd be a fun thing to do. We are burning rubber, that is true. I think. I don't know if the tires are actually spinning. Also, it's hard to see money that is directly in front of the dodge beams. Yeah, that's a good point. Like the colors help, but if they're too closely placed, yeah, it's easy to miss them. Yeah, cool. I think we're close to the end. Yeah, cool. So we should have enough for a new car. So we got one of the first maps unlocked. We're about to get one of the new cars unlocked, and it'd be fun to see how that plays. This one. Yeah, buy the car. Car looks pretty neat. I like the rear lights. It's like an old Mercedes kind of look, I think. Oh man, why not? Ah. I think the design of a ducky is that these are beats you're collecting and they're paying you for it. And neon pink, as I think this part fits the style of like bright neon colors. Like you have blue on the right, you have red on the left, you have purple lanes, yellow pillars, orange sun, like very bright, vibrant colors for most of it. Ah, I'm doing bad. From what I've read between like their page on Keymailer, which is where I got the key, and Steam, that's what I understand thus far. So I guess take that into account. I don't have control over a ducky, unfortunately, but that would be a good piece of feedback, is having this like color options, especially for people that have like you know, various levels and variations of color blindness. Being accessible to them would be a good move. So that's a very good point. Some color control would be good, just to accommodate those folks, because you know they're gamers too. Are getting influenced, especially if they're deaf. Interesting. I didn't think about like hearing impaired folks, but that's a good point as well. Yeah. Huh, I'll have to think on that. Unfortunately, this car feels very similar to the previous one, so it's not a drastic change, if any. Maybe it's an aesthetic change, which is fine. Like, that can be a thing, and just why charge so much for it, I guess. Money would be better spent on maps then, if that's what was the difference. Yeah. Okay. I think we got a decent feel of neversynth. I think the aesthetic and the premise is rock solid. It has a lot of good foundational stuff set up, but I feel this is more like an alpha version of the game, not a full release. And that's not a bad thing. Like every game goes through an alpha, every game. And I think with some iterations on polish and feedback and more variation and depth, this could be a great game. Like, you have a solid foundation. Like, the only bug I saw, quote unquote, was the flickering in the end. Just the only thing that's really needs to be done is adding feedback and variation. That's it. The controls are solid. The aesthetic is solid. Like, those are two really hard things to nail down, and you got it nailed down. Just having more character to the actual flow of things and more accessibility options, and I think that'll get you so much further along to where I think this could be, if they wanted to be. That's my opinion. But yeah, Give me a hot minute. I'm gonna switch to a break screen. I think it's for the player to buy something that will make them play long and has no use. Yeah, it seems very superficial. If I give me a hot minute, I'm gonna switch scenes and set up audio surf, and then we can do a nice compare and contrast study on game design. I think that'd be kind of fun. So then I'll run through the entire game in one go. So if you want longevity in a game of that design, you want to lean on like the dynamic map traction generation that Mike was alluding to, where like an audio surf, again, this game has a lot of various same chunks of DNA with audio surf. The longevity in that game is the fact that you play any song, any ridiculous song you can think of. Do I even have audio surf installed? I do not, but it's half a gig, so it won't take long. And you can just keep playing your existing tracks, new tracks, whatever, and the sky's the limit. Meme sources, that. Photosensitive warning, there is flashing lights in this game, so if you're sensitive to that, you've been warned. That was loud. Sorry about that. Panic picnic. Indeed. Alright. Now we're playing some audio surf. Let me get the source set up in OBS real quick. Yeah, sorry, headphone users. So sorry. Ah, there it is. Audio surf, you okay? Oh, that's not a good sign. Let me kill it and restart it. I think I was alt tabbing in and out and OBS trying to hook it on and caused some issues there. Okay, I think I got that hooked up. Let me just get hook rate up high and kill that. Full screen it, and hopefully this works. Cross fingers. Heck yeah! So this is Audio Surf. This is the game I've been comparing the last thing to quite a bit. I need to do some things I forgot to do because I'm ahead of myself.